Hello and welcome to CarDekho.com. Now the three-pointed star has been an aspirational brand for many. Nothing says that you've arrived in life quite like a Mercedes-Benz standing tall in your garage. And by saying standing tall, I mean quite literally. Now the ML class, or the GLE as it's known as now, is properly big and properly luxurious. Let's take a spin and find out what's what. The GLE is a facelift of the older ML and not an entirely new design. Up front, you'll notice the C-Class inspired LED headlamps flowing into the massive radiator grille that proudly shows off the Mercedes logo. The flared bumper houses massive air dams that get neat chrome elements that tie up the face nicely. The silhouette shows off the SUV's brawn rather nicely, and the rear gets a redesigned tail lamp cluster and some more chrome. The design is almost the cleanest in its class, and we particularly like the shade of chocolate brown too. The only drawback that we see is that it looks too familiar to the earlier ML. The GLE's cabin isn't vastly different to the ML, but the changes are notable. Most prominent, of course, is the new floating center screen atop the dash. Top-spec GLE 350ds, like our test car, get a high-res 8-inch unit that is not only much larger than the one in the ML, but also offers far more by way of features. Screen apart, there are softer-looking central aircon vents, a sporty new 3-spoke steering wheel, and also the tasteful use of unlacquered wood on the dash and the doors. Quality is expectantly top-rate throughout the cabin. Seat comfort is also very impressive. The large front seats offer loads of adjustability, while the rear seats pause for space. The chauffeur-driven will be happy to know rear seat cushioning is well judged. Back and thigh support are really good as well, and the large windows offer a good view out. As before, the GLE remains a strict 5-seater. There is no 7-seat option as available on the BMW X5, which is the GLE's closest competitor. Now the GLE comes with two engine options. You have the GLE 350d, which comes with a 4-cylinder 2.2 litre diesel, and of course you have this, which is the GLE 350d that comes with a 3 litre V6. Now this engine puts out a very impressive 258 bhp and a mammoth 620 Nm of torque. All that power is transferred to all the 4 wheels by a new 9-speed automatic gearbox. Now this is way better than the earlier 7-speed box, and it goes up and down the shifts quite quickly. The GLE also comes with a bucket load of safety features. You have attention assist, you have pre-safe, and of course you have crosswind assist as well. And if that's not enough, you have as many as 6 airbags that are sure to keep you safe. That said, the engine is rather calm and composed, much like a German SUV engine should be. It's meant to cruise comfortably, and when you do that, you realize its true potential. The GLE is extremely comfortable doing triple-digit speeds. There's so much power in reserve that at 100 km an hour, the engine is barely yawning at 1150 RPM. Moreover, it takes a simple jab of the throttle to waft you away. The steering is accurate and gives you a lot of feedback once you show it some bends. However, the body roll is sure to make you think otherwise. Ride quality is as you expect from a Mercedes. It's supremely comfortable and the undulations on the road are dismissed with a muted thud. This is only when you set the GLE to comfort mode though. While it gets modes like Sport, Individual and Off-Road, the comfort mode remains our favorite. Sport mode makes the suspension a tad bit too stiff for our liking. If you plan on being chauffeur driven, make sure the car is set to comfort mode. The Individual mode lets you alter settings of the steering, suspension and engine selectively. Now we've driven the GLE for a fair bit, and what do we think? Well, for starters, it's got good presence. Secondly, that V6 engine is brilliant. It's got a lot of punch and it's very refined as well. And it's got more than enough features and buttons that you would ever require. But then it's not really as exciting to drive as the new BMW X5, and neither is it as comfy as the new Audi Q7. It's actually somewhere in the middle. But then the three-pointed badge has a huge appeal. And if it's all about making a statement, nothing fits the bill better than this new Mercedes GLE. That's all for today. Hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the CarDekho channel.